Welcome to my short game tutorial where we're going to focus on 50 yards and in. So here's the thing in this game. Not everyone has the same clubs, shots, types, and you can unlock them in things like short game and approach. Shots like the runner, spinner, pick, um, high flop, Texas wedge. What else is there? Runner. Said the runner probably already. Anyways, this is my settings. So I have a gold runner, gold spinner, and a gold pick. And the combination, you might be like wondering, what's the difference between a silver spinner and a gold spinner? Just smaller accuracy, so you have better control, better. When you swing, it goes where you want to, more often than not. So if you focus purely on power, you might be missing a lot of these shots. I'm not a long flopper or a high flopper or even a gold Texas wedge, but you can all find them in here. Let's get into the game. So there's 4 things to factor in when hitting a shot, and pitch should be your default for pretty much everything in short games. So if you're 50 yards and in, first thing you should be thinking is pitch. Now, if you're in the bunker, you can't hit a pitch. If you're in the rough and you got a short distance to cover, you can still, for the most part, hit a pitch over the corner, land it. You usually still have a couple yards to work with. But if you want to get it close, use the left thumbstick and put it up high. It'll stop it quicker, and even on tough ones where you're flopping it over the bunker, you can still hit the pitch because it has a small dispersion zone where you can control it and chip it in quite often. Now, you can just have it to set standard, and there's 4 things you factor in: how much uphill, the wind, the green, the dots are moving severely left to right, and your feet. It says 2.0 degrees below, which means you're kind of on a side slope a little bit, where if you're hitting it straight, it would go a touch right. That's what your feet are saying. Will it go a touch right? It's hit and miss. But the most important things is where you're going to land it and how much it's going to roll. So for a 38-yard pitch, I'm looking at like 32. And then I'm like in the dots is left to right. You factor in that the wind is not a factor right now. We will be playing with wind later in this video. But you have to also look that near the hole, it's kind of flattens out, and past it, it's right to left. So for this one, you can't really miss, actually. You could go this way, you can go this way. The key is just getting the right distance. We're going to go this route. And I usually underswing and then aggressively follow through. And that's a happy coincidence.
Smoke. I mean, subscribe to this channel because I'm a sad baseball.
All right, welcome back. We have a 18-yard pitch shot, but we have a bunker. So 2 ways to play it. You can go with a flop, a long flop, high flop, flop, flop. If you see here though, a flop has a smaller circle than the high flop or the long flop. So this would be the optimal flop. You always want the smaller circle. You would play it you do play the wind. It's 13 mile per hour, so you would aim it right. You play your feet, it's gonna aim it a little, it's gonna shoot it out a little more right, 1 degree, so you go counter it with a little left. Swing it, and it's a reasonable shot. You played the wind, it came
This
back
will need
online.
about 5 feet for birdie.
Now the same shot I would play, usually a pitch shot, and I would go high because you don't have much green to work with. But if you can see, the circle is very small, so you have a lot more precision. So again, you aim it right. You know you have to be aggressive uh, with your swing there, because if you leave it short, you're cooked. But it gives you a better chance to just
Good
make
putt
it.
here.
With the flop, you're not going to make it. It's fast and firm green, so it's going to run out, but get the point of the two shots you could hit from there.
Okay, just the
All right, we're back here with a 43-yard shot here in the wind. So the optimal way is to actually hit this, aim about 46, 3 yards past the hole with a pitch. And
some
you got
troubles
it.
on this hole. But if it fixed up, that could be problematic to say
We're in
the
the
least.
heavy rough, but as you can see with my recovery and stuff, it's still not that punishing, 91 to 97%. You should always play the higher number, 97%. That's what you should be thinking of on this game. I know it's different on other games, but this game, think 97. Now, what kind of shot? And it's the same as everything. Hit a pitch. This is a pitch shot. Now you can aim it up high since you don't have much green to work with. That's what I usually do when there's not much green to work with. If the pin was even a little bit further, like middle, you could just go standard. But since it's short, and since the greens are fast and firm, you hit it high with the left thumbstick. Now the wind is going to hold it up, so you can actually fly it pretty much just a touch less. Now for 40 yards, you might aim it here past the pin. But with 20 yards, the wind isn't going to hit it as hard as 40 yards. So you have to learn to adjust that and figure out 40 yards, the wind is going to hit it more, and you're going to aim here. 30, you might aim here. 20, you're going to aim still short of the hole. Land it, roll it close. Simple.
That
Hit the
rough
pitch,
is
though.
obviously
There's
loose.
no
They
other
did a lot of
shot for
expecting
that
this weight,
to
and
even
consequently
consider.
took a lot of
There's
speed
no
off that
flop.
shot.
Just hit the pitch there. Hit it with a little extra loft, and you're fine. All right, welcome back. We have a 28-yard pitch in the rough, downwind. Now, is this the time where you flop it like a champ? And the answer is no. You could. You could. You could just take your flop and just go boom, land it, run it close. It's not bad. It's not a bad
Ball wasn't
option.
sitting too bad. Rough's not
But
too
like
hard.
I'm never
Good
missing this
decision on
putt.
the flop
I
shot.
mean,
More
you
importantly,
might, but I
good
won't.
play.
So it's up and down. However, I would hit the pitch shot again. Again, the pitch. I would put extra high loft to try and get a little more control. But I'd press it, double click with the thumbstick. Oh, it doesn't let me zoom in. But read the green. It's pretty flat, a little left to right, and then it goes right to left then. So it's gonna run Kind of want it on this line, then it's going to turn towards the hole. The wind is a factor, but I'm going to play it about here. The wind should push it over to here. It should run and get relatively close. I'm trying to make it. Now, if you go with the flop, you're not going to make it, but you're going to get up and down a lot. That's what I would hit. But the simple thing to do in this game is just to hit the pitch shot. Pitch, pitch, pitch. Just pitch yourself to sleep. That's all you should be hitting on this game. Pitch, pitch, pitch. In the bunker, I go pick. If it's close, if it's longer, I still probably go pick. The only time to use a flop is to when you are like near the green and you're on that high slope and you have to really, you see it like at Wolf Creek, Torrey Pines sometimes, where you're just elevated so high and you're hitting so downhill that it's tough to stop it. That's where you hit a flop and you just try flopping it barely on the green, let it release towards the hole. But I mean, the short game is simple. Hit a pitch shot, hit it, adjust it with your height for depending what you're trying to do. If you're trying to make it or you're trying to get it close, adjust the height. You do play the wind, but the wind, you only play it, you play it more for 40 and 50, a little bit less for 30, a little bit for 20 and 10, but you still factor in the wind. You always factor in the green dots. You zoom in when you need to really read the green properly. If you see here in the back, it's severely sloped right to left. So if you're chipping from the other side where the fans are, you have to be factoring in the dots and the wind and sometimes your feet for the lie angle. You know, it says 0.6 degrees above. That means you adjust by aiming a little right. If it says below, you adjust by aiming a little left to counter it, to get it on line. But the truth is, if you want to be really good, just keep it simple. Don't be playing out the runner. Don't be trying to flop, the high flop, the low flop, the super flop. It doesn't matter. It's not going to help you really in this game. I know in other golf games, I would be saying the opposite. The flop is overpowered in this game and that. But in this game, stick to the pitch. If you can't, if it's too tight or something, then flop. But there's very, very few shots where you can't hit the pitch. Can't elevate it even on a short. Just get close, try to make it. Hope this helped. Have an amazing day. And thanks so much to all 700 YouTube subscribers.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Oh, yeah. Never mind the up and down. That is a different kind of up and down.